All right, guys, I told you I was going to get an update on this Gigabyte RGB Fusion software, and here we go. So right here, I'm on the home screen, and I'm going to just go ahead now and just ease over to my computer. And as you can see, everything is kind of reflecting that. So you'll see the graphics cards are blue, the motherboard, the RAM's blue, just to kind of give you a quick peek at that. So we'll come back over to here now. Now, basically, the software is doing much better now, but we still got some things to work on. So first off, it knows what graphics card I have, which is amazing. So if I click here, it saved my setting. You know, I set it to this purple color, and I haven't even applied it yet. But if I click on the picture, the color, if I do any different color, like blue, say, or green, the apply actually lights up, and that's good. So I go back to my purple, I hit apply, and if I come over here, bam, look at that. Both those Gigabyte cards are that color now. So that is fantastic. I'm really happy about that. So sorry guys for a little bit of that camera shake. I don't have the greatest tripod, but you know, work for what we got. So I set my Viper memory to be blue so that at least if it resets the memory, it's at least matching my system a little bit better. But my motherboard settings, they all stay the same too. So I've actually got the purples here, I've got the teal, and these colors load at boot up whenever my computer gets fully loaded. If I go to my taskbar, which you know don't have in the view right now, but basically as soon as the software loads in taskbar, I have the the lights all come back to normal, which is good. Now, unfortunately, one of the problems I've still noticed is this. So I got the Viper software and I set this kind of color scheme with the teals at the end and the purple in the center for my RAM. Well, if I come back over here now that I've started that program, it'll overwrite the settings. I know it's going to be a little hard to see with the camera, guys, because of the lights and stuff, but the Viper is the right colors now. Well, there's a slight problem with that, and that's this. So okay, I got my colors back. I close this. If I sit long enough with this computer running, well, you know, maybe 30 minutes, an hour, I haven't quite timed it exactly, but eventually this RAM color that's here will overwrite it. And if I just click on this tab, look what happens. I just clicked on the tab. I didn't even hit apply, but those RAM sticks are blue now. Might be a little hard for you guys to tell the difference, but I can. What I think Gigabyte should do on this one is they should have some kind of option in the software to say, hey, ignore this component. I don't want to be synced with the Fusion. Because for instance, if I click on Viper here, all it's going to do is do this rainbow effect. And I don't want this rainbow effect. So that doesn't help me a whole lot. It's not, now if this Viper effect would pull the setting from the actual program, that would be useful. But because it just puts a rainbow effect that's like one of Viper's defaults, it's not nearly as useful. So at least with the blue though, it matches more what my system, what I want to be. Maybe I'll just go ahead and throw that into a teal. Yeah, I kind of like that teal if it defaults back to something. But this is at least a lot more stable, guys. At least I can control my colors now. And so this is a great improvement. One of the other problems though that I think Gigabyte should still address is what the heck are these still? I still don't know. So now you can't click on profile or this if you don't have anything selected on the motherboard. So like if I go to RAM, you can see profile 1. If I go to the graphics cards, profile 1. When I go to the motherboard, it's like, hey, it doesn't work. That's because they actually saved the individual lights to the profile. So now I can click profile 1 and I can add and stuff. But once again, like I said, I don't know if I click on this, it says select a file. Okay, select a file. I imagine one of them is uploading to a profile and the other one is pulling from. So load settings, save settings. I mean, just something, guys, that tells us which one's which, because right now it's kind of like just a mystery and a guess. There you go, guys. Quick update. This is a good step though in the right direction. This is at least passable in my opinion, but I still want to see Gigabyte really polish this off, because I'd put this at like Asus level right now, but I haven't had Asus software in a while. But when I compare it to, say, like even just what Patriot's got going on here. Oh, yeah, the thing that I'm already running. Oh no, it can't detect my RAM. What was that about? There we go. But I mean, this Patriot thing, I mean, it just loads so nice. It runs really smooth. It works great. Apply those settings, whole 9 yards. Now, that said, though, that warning that said it couldn't detect the memory, whatever happened with that Gigabyte RGB Fusion, wow, I just stumbled across this, guys. So, bonus material. It doesn't detect my RAM right now. I'm going to exit out some programs here. All right, that's gone. I'm going to close this again. And I'm going to come back here and we'll say yes. Yep. So the Gigabyte software overrode what the Viper was seeing. The Viper couldn't read it until I closed the RGB Fusion. That's a minor problem, but nothing too major. All right, guys, let's just keep at it. Let's help Gigabyte try to figure this out and give us the best software to match the beauty of their motherboards. I will catch you later.